Before is a complicated idea. I was a rock climbing instructor, I was a scuba dive master, I had a business, I pursued solo adventures, I went to university and I gained my silver and my bronze Duke of Edinburgh award, and I was looking for my gold before. I can look fine but be totally maxed out. People see the surface, they don't see what it costs to hold it. Hello, my name's Lizz Hills. I'm from Running Creek, Queensland, Midginberry country. I'm a nature-based practitioner and I lead counselling sessions. I'm studying a Masters at Griffith and I run a small batch fermentation business called the Cottage Collective. And I walk. In 2023, I walked from the east coast of Australia to the west coast of Australia, 6,300 and some kilometres. The main part of my story is that I have an acquired brain injury. I am a woman with a disability, an invisible disability. That, I think, is the biggest thread of my life that the rest of my actions sit on. Shortly after my train accident where I broke 30 bones and fractured my skull, fast forward about 10 months down the track, I had the opportunity to go back to Thailand to get back on the horse. And I took that opportunity because I was a scuba dive master and it was a chance to go diving again. And my family was out on the boat in Thailand in 2004. And that was when we had a big tsunami come through that space. And that moment, it could have gone one or two ways. We get choices in life. I could have crumpled, lost it under the immense weight of that situation. I had ruined my physical body, and now my mental health was at risk after the tsunami. And I made a choice. I made a choice that I was supposed to be here. And if I was supposed to be here, how could I show up? How could I best move forward in life? I think ultimately, when we accept our situation and look for solutions forward, they're always there. You know, there's always that next positive step you can take. The doctors told me that I wouldn't go back to study, that I was unlikely to be able to enter the workforce. Kids were probably not going to happen. Thankfully, I had a great support network around me, and I, 6 years down the track, finished my uni degree. I have entered into businesses. I do lots of volunteering. I participate and contribute. Most delightedly, I have a beautiful son who's now 14. Eventually I became really curious. I became curious about life around me. I became curious with this idea of, well, what is it to live well with a head injury? What is it to embrace the life I find myself in? And through that, I think the biggest change was I became interested in everything around me. I became interested in other people's stories. I started to recognize the fact that we've all got hard stuff to carry. And through looking at that and being interested, we are able to get out of our own way, and we're able to think about how to take positive steps forward. When I am out in public, I'm very prepared. Beyond, a water bottle, a snack and a phone, I think it through, I write it down, I use tools. It was a lot of practicing acceptance of the moment. Over time, I started paying attention to those patterns that cost me. I started paying attention to what rejuvenated me, and I started accepting what was actually manageable versus the life that I thought I should be leading. The tools that help me, they're quite ordinary. They are, a diary, a workbook, to-do lists, a photo journal. I take a lot of photos, and that's just all memory prompts. Stream of consciousness writing, I do a lot of that, and that's sort of to uncover what might be going on, why I might be feeling something or whatnot. They've stopped being workarounds and concessions. They're just my understanding that this is the way I need to move forward to get the most out of my life. It's my responsibility to notice those signs. It's my responsibility to pick up when I'm starting to go out of kilter. Because if I've reached a stage where I'm getting feedback from other people, are you okay, what's going on, then I've gone over my limits. I've gone too far. And I haven't been able to step back. What role does the natural world play in my life? It plays a central one. It's not a decorative feature. It's not something that's nice to have those green spaces. It is fundamental to my baseline for surviving with a disability. The bush doesn't require anything of me. It doesn't require me to recover. It doesn't require me to be whole. It doesn't require anything from me. For me, home is a lot around community. It's a lot around an intention. When I approach my built environment, there are some things that I really struggle with. Opening and closing doors. It's not a big thing, but how many times do you open and close the door? My house, everything's push and pull. But these sound like small things, but when you do them every day and you never get them right for years, and then you're in a place where you can get it right, it makes such a big difference. And it makes a difference on your cognitive load. It's around having a built environment that supports you in your life rather than you struggling against it. Being able to reflect back on the head injury stuff that came alongside the trek, because that was why I used the National Assistance card, because I told my family I wanted to walk across Australia, and Jay, my husband, has always been incredibly supportive of every harebrained scheme I dream up. He said, sure, but how are we going to keep you safe? What's that going to look like? And then I discovered the National Assistance card, and it made it possible. I can't see how I could have done it without having that card as a safety net to know, for my husband, for other people, to know that we were able to do something. Like all my tools, it seems really simple, but it's so significant. It's significant in the fact that it's like this safety net, this safety blanket. I didn't have to tell anybody about, but I knew that it was there, and I knew that if something went wrong, that I would be fine. It had Justin's phone number on it. It had a QR code that they could scan, so I know that I don't have to regurgitate my whole story, especially in those times of acute stress when I'm not necessarily so sure. It gives dignity. It gives just that moment of breathing room. It's this non-verbal way of saying, hey, there's something that's going on here. I don't have to, walk around with it stamped on my forehead. I can just wear a lanyard with a National Assistance card, highlighting the fact that there's something that might happen. It's that non-verbal cue. And at one point, when I was walking across Australia, I was exhausted, and I went, you know what? If a car comes past, I'm going to wave my little card and flag them down and get a lift to my camping spot. And there's a whole story around that, and the amazing rangers that picked me up, and the story about the kangaroo's tails. And what the message of the story is, though, is that I felt more confident because I could hold up my card and I could say, hey, can I have your help? A lot of the amazing things I've done is to compensate for the fact that, I'm just a bit different. And that's okay. And part of me standing up to Ambassador is to embrace that space, to choose not to shy away from those moments. But it's really having a think about, what is it that I want for this one precious life? You only get one shot at it, and you can either show up and do something really cool or not. What sort of life do I want to lead? Where is this all going? And for me, I chose that I wanted to live a good life. And for me, living a good life is contributing. It's engaging. It's connecting with the people, the animals, and the more than human world around me. And I went to it.